Jeez, you're working fast. Maddie Ice Cards finally made one. There you go, Maddie. Thank you. First in the live chat. First in the live chat. Let's see, what was that? 203? 208 will end the early birds. 208 will end the early birds. Okay. Leave that up for now. God is great in the house. Okay, come on. Okay, so at 2:08 we will end the early birds. Hopefully you guys are doing well. You know what, let me see for now till we get into the binder. I think I can, there we go. I can open that up just a little bit more. There we go. Get that out of the way. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I'm sure hoping you did. I know I did. So hopefully you are. Okay, let me get this other stream up and running. Turn off the captioning here. I am letting the kids watch. Oh, okay, okay. Now, hopefully we'll open up more than one of my repack packs and see what Left Behind Times gave me. See what he sent me. That's what we'll do there. So we got 2 more minutes for the early birds to check in. I'm going to move this out of the way while we're waiting. We are up to Mariano Rivera today. Just so you do know, we're up to Mariano Rivera. I've got some of his cards in my binder here. We'll save that for a little bit later. We will save this for later too. We'll have one box, well, or one pack for sure. And if we get 10 thumbs up, we'll open up 2 packs. Okay, I'm going to set that off to the side. I do have a 6 p.m. WhattNot sale today, and it's going to be for Marvel Comics and Marvel Universe. So, and we do have 224 entries. So we do have 2 prizes on the June-July wheel. We have 2 prizes on the June-July wheel. Just to keep you all up to date, we've got 1 more. So what do we got? Matty Ice Cards. God is great. You are the only 2 in here right now. You're going to be the only 2 getting the early birds, because the early bird entries have now ended. But we will have 2 trivias today too, so you can earn some more points. So what do we got here? Okay, it still says 208, so I got you in there, Dragon Fan Tim. I'll let you in since it's still 208 on your timestamp there. So we've got Matty Ice Cards is here for 2. And then we've got God is Great with 2. And Dragon Fan Tim with 2. Alright, and again, we will be doing 2 trivias. We are doing Mariano Rivera today. I'll get him ready here. Tomorrow we'll be doing Rixie. Rixie will be tomorrow. But we will see who we get for our trivia for today. Tumbleweed's here. How you doing there, Tumbleweed? Tumbleweed, it still says 208, so you're good too. You just made it in for your bonus entries. Thank you there, Tumbleweed. Alright. So, other than that, we've got Matty Ice, Dragon Fan Tim, God is Great, and Tumbleweed. Okay, we do a refresh here on this. Alright, we're going to have two trivias today. Let's see, the first one is going to be worth 5 points. And the second one will be worth 5 points. So 5 points for whoever gets the correct answer first when I see it in the chat. Sometimes you might say, well, I was before, but that's the way it shows up on my computer. Alright, so we will get ready to get the show on the road because Mariano Rivera's biography is a big one today. Which one is the title for yesterday, Monday, June 10th, 2024? The baseball birthdays for yesterday were Johnny Edwards, Ken Singleton, Frank DeMare, and Floyd Bannister. But our trivia for today is which one? There's going to be 5 answers, 1 correct answer, and it'll be worth 5 points. Whoever gets the correct answer first. Okay? And anybody that comes in the chat can participate in these. It's not just for the early birds. So, which one? Which of the following 2-time Cy Young Award winners won more than 200 games? All you need to do is tell me what letter you want to choose for the answer, and that'll make things a lot quicker. So A is Corey Kluber, B is Brett Saberhagen, C is Jacob deGrom, D is Roy Halladay, and E is Tim Lincecum. Go ahead and provide your answer now. Whoever gets it first will get the 5 points. And then we'll go over the answer. And Matty Ice Cards got that one. Matty Ice Cards got that one with Halladay. Congratulations there, Matty Ice. You've got 5 more entries in the June-July giveaway. Alright, let me go ahead and go through this real quick. Again, which one of the following 2-time Cy Young Award winners won more than 200 baseball games? And it was the Roy Halladay. Halladay won 203 games, while none of the others came close to 200 wins. Voted into the Hall of Fame in 2019, Halladay pitched 16 years with his 11 seasons from 2000 through 2012. The most productive. He won 20 or more games 3 times and 19 games twice. He led in innings pitched 4 times and incomplete games 7 times. He won the Cy Young Award with the Blue Jays in 2003 and with the Phillies in 2010. Okay, so that is today's first trivia, and that was from yesterday, Monday, June the 10th. Alright, how you doing there, Robert? Thanks for popping into the stream here. Appreciate you being here. Alright, so since we started now, Robert's in the house. We'll move on to our second trivia question for the day. A&M Prospecting. How you doing there, A&M? Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate you, brother or sister or whomever you may be. A&M Prospecting. Like, comment, and subscribe to one of my videos other than the live that you're here on, and you'll be able to hop onto my YouTube bus. Okay? You can become a subscriber, basically. I don't know if they even say that much more anymore. Hello, brother. All right. I don't know if you know me from WhattNot or not. I'm trying to think. The icon, I can't remember for sure if I've seen it before. But here's our second trivia of the day before we get into Mariano Rivera's biography, okay? Baseball by the decade. All right? Baseball by the decade. So the baseball birthdays today are, oh yeah, in the chat, don't forget to give me a thumbs up for me. That helps the analytics to share out to YouTube my stream. All right, so appreciate any help you can give me to help me grow my channel, get more viewers in here. Baseball by the decade. Okay. Oh wait, the baseball birthdays for today. I didn't finish going through them here. Baseball birthdays for today, Tuesday, June 11th, is Roger Bresnahan, Jose Reyes, Frank Thomas, and Dave Cash. Okay? But baseball by the decades. Again, whoever gets the correct answer first on my chat gets the 5 entries into the June-July giveaway. So in which decade was the last time there were 3 25-game winners? Was it A, the 1950s, B, the 1960s, C, the 1970s, D, the 1980s, or E, the 1990s? Go ahead and give your guess now. If somebody gets it right, I'll say, stop guessing. But other than that, just put your guess in, and when I see the correct answer, I will end the trivia guessing. Tumbleweed got it with B. Tumbleweed, you got that one for 5 entries for guessing letter B, the 1960s was the last time. I'll go over the answer here in just a second. I'm going to put this off to the side until the 2-minute warning at the end of the show today for whoever's hanging out with me still. All right. And tomorrow will be a pecking order. So that means you got to put the 4 answers in the correct order tomorrow. So that'll be a 7-pointer tomorrow. But baseball by the decade. In which decade was the last time there were 3 25-game winners? In the 1960s. Let's go over the answers for these right now. The answer is B. In 1966, Sandy Koufax won 27 games, and Jim Katt and Juan Marichal each won 25. Okay, so in 1966, Sandy Koufax won 27 games, and Jim Katt and Juan Marichal each won 25, as per our answer sheet here. Okay, that's what I go by. I believe it was 2021 for this calendar was the date. Say it might have been 2022. Let me just double check, just so you know for future reference. I'll tell you the right amount. It says all these stats that they're using are through the 2022 season. Just so you do know. Oh, you're welcome there, Maddie. You are very welcome. Okay, so let me get the chat caught up real quick here before we move on with our biography at hand. Okay, do a refresh here. All right. Once again, hopefully you all are having a great day. I'm going to do this show, take a little break, and then we'll be doing a 6 to 9 p.m. Marvel Comics and Marvel Universe cards for sale today, okay? So other than that, We're going to go through Mariano Rivera. His nicknames were either Mo or the Sandman. Sandman. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I won't sing the song. So he played with New York in the American League from 1995 to 2013. He set the standard for relief pitchers with unprecedented consistency and efficiency as a pillar of the Yankees dynasty of the 90s and 2000s. Devastating cut fastball frustrated batters, generations broken bats at a prolific rate, saved record 652 games, and compiled a 2.21 career ERA, the lowest for any pitcher with at least 1,000 innings. In the live ball era, 13-time All-Star, recorded 40 or more saves in 9 seasons. Native of Panama, pitched on 5 World Series winners, setting postseason records with 42 saves and a .70 ERA in 96 appearances, named the World Series MVP in 1999 and the American League CS MVP in 2003. All right, so let's scoot that over a little bit right there, and we will get into Mariano Rivera's biography. Born November 29, 1969, as a Panamanian American former professional baseball pitcher who played 19 seasons in Major League Baseball for the New York Yankees from 1995 to 2013. Nicknamed Mo and the Sandman, he spent most of his career as a relief pitcher and served as the Yankees closer for 17 seasons, a 13 all-time All-Star and 5-time World Series champion. He is MLB's career leader in saves with 652, and games finished 952. Rivera won 5 American League Rolaids Relief Man Awards and 3 Delivery Man of the Year Awards, and he finished in the top 3 in voting for the American League Cy Young Award 4 times. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame as part of its class of 2019 in his first year of eligibility, and is to date the only player to be elected unanimously by the Baseball Writers Association of America, the BBWAA. Raised in the modest Panamanian fishing village of Puerto Camito, Rivera was an amateur player until he was signed by the Yankees organization in 1990. He debuted in the major leagues in 1995 as a starting pitcher, before permanently converting to a relief pitcher late that year. After a breakthrough season in 1996 as a setup man, he became the Yankees closer in 1997. In the following seasons, he established himself as one of baseball's top relievers, leading the major leagues in saves in 1999 and 2001 and 2004. Rivera primarily threw a sharp-moving mid-90s mile-per-hour cut fastball that frequently broke hitters' bats and earned him a reputation as one of the league's toughest pitches to hit. With his presence at the end of games, signaled by his foreboding entrance song, Enter Sandman, Rivera was a key contributor to the Yankees dynasty. In the late 1990s and the early 2000s, that won 4 championships in 5 years. He was an accomplished postseason performer, winning the 1999 World Series Most Valuable Player Award, and in 2003 American League Championship Series MVP Award, while setting postseason records that included lowest earned run average at 0.70 and the most saves with 42. Rivera is regarded as one of the most dominant relievers in Major League history, pitching with a longevity and consistency uncommon to the closer role. He saved at least 25 games in 15 consecutive seasons and posted an ERA under 2.00 in 11 seasons, both of which are records. When he retired, his career 2.21 ERA and 1.00 WHIP were the lowest in the live ball era among qualified pitchers. Fellow players credited him with popularizing the cut fastball across major leagues. Along with his signature pitch, Rivera was known for his precise control, smooth pitching motion, and composure on the field. In 2013, the Yankees retired his uniform number 42, and he was the last major league player to wear the number full-time, following its league-wide retirement in 1997 in honor of Jackie Robinson. In 2014, MLB named its All-Reliever of the Year award in Rivera's honor. A devout Christian, he has been involved in charitable causes and religious community through the Mariano Rivera Foundation. For his philanthropy, Rivera received the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States, in September of 2019. As far as his early life, Mariano Rivera was born in Panama City, Panama, on November 29, 1969, to Mariano Rivera Palacios and Delia Giron. Rivera has one older sister, Delia, and two younger brothers, Alvaro and Geraldo. Supported by Mario Sr.'s job as captain of a fishing boat, the family lived in Puerto Camito, a Panamanian fishing village that Rivera described as poor. As a young man, Rivera played soccer and baseball with his friends on the beach during low tide. Soccer was his favorite sport, and Pele his favorite athlete for baseball games. They substituted cardboard milk cartons for gloves and tree branches for bats, and they fashioned balls by taping wads of shredded fishing nets. Rivera used the makeshift equipment until his father brought him his first leather glove when he was 12 years old. Speaking about his youth, Rivera said that although he stayed out of trouble, he was hanging with the wrong people. Rivera attended Escuela Victoriano Chacon for elementary school and La Escuela Secundaria Pedro Pablo Sanchez for his secondary education, but he dropped out of ninth grade at the age of 16. He began to learn the fishing trade by working on a commercial boat captained by his father, catching sardines. Rivera, who worked 6 days year-round, called the job extremely hard and was more interested in becoming a mechanic. He spent 3 years learning the fishing trade, saving the money he earned in hopes of opening an automobile repair shop. 2 incidents on his father's boat validated his doubts about fishing as a career. In 1988, Rivera's uncle Miguel was lashed by an unsecured rope that shot off a hydraulic mechanism, and a month later he died from his injuries. About a year later, at age 19, Rivera was forced to abandon his father's ship after it began capsizing due to a malfunctioning water pump and an overweight load of fish. Rivera continued to play sports during his teenage years, but eventually quit soccer around 17, and after a series of ankle and knee injuries. Consequently, he shifted his attention to baseball. though he considered it a hobby rather than a potential profession. At age 18, Rivera joined the Panama Basqueros, a local amateur baseball team, as a utility player. Scout Herb Rayburn watched him play shortstop in a 1988 baseball tournament, but did not project him to be a major leaguer. A year later, Panama's Ustis pitcher performed so poorly in a playoff game that Rivera was asked to replace him, and despite no experience at the position, he pitched well. Teammates Claudino Hernandez and Emilio Gates consequently contacted Chico Heron, a scout for the New York Yankees. 2 weeks after his pitching debut, Rivera was invited to a Yankees tryout camp run by Heron in Panama City. Rayburn, who had returned to Panama to scout as Yankees Director of Latin American Operations, received a tip about Rayburn and was surprised to hear he had switched positions but decided to watch him throw. Although Rivera had no formal pitching training, weighed just 155 pounds, and threw only 85 to 87 miles per hour, 137 to 140 kilometers per hour, Rayburn was impressed by his athleticism and smooth, effortless pitching motion. Viewing Rivera as a raw talent, Rayburn signed the amateur free agent to a contract with the Yankees organization on February 17, 1990. The contract included a signing bonus of $2,500, which would be the equivalent of $5,830 today, according to Major League Baseball records. Then on to his professional baseball career. What do we got here? Semi-truck 75's in the house. How you doing there, Semi-truck? Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate you being here. Alright, so let's continue on here real quick. After signing his contract, Rivera, who spoke no English and had never left home before, flew to the United States and reported to the Gulf Coast League Yankees, a rookie-level minor league affiliate of the New York Yankees. Feeling lonely and homesick, he wrote home to his parents often, as they did not have access to telephones in Puerto Camito. At that point in his career, scouts considered Rivera to be a fringe prospect at best, but he made progress with a strong 1990 season for the GCL Yankees, pitching mostly in relief. He allowed only 24 base runners and 1 earned run in 52 innings pitched, a 0.17 earned run average. The team permitted Rivera to start the season's final game in order for him to accumulate enough innings pitched to qualify for the league's ERA title, which carried a $500 bonus. His subsequent 7-inning no-hitter put him on the map of the organization, according to manager Glenn Sherlock. In the off-season, Rivera returned to Panama and tipped Rayburn off about a promising local player. Rivera's 16-year-old cousin, Ruben, who the Yankees consequently signed. In 1991, Mariano was promoted to the Class A level Greensboro Hornets of the South Atlantic League, where he started 15 of the 29 games in which he pitched. Despite a 4.9 win-loss record, he recorded a 2.75 ERA in 14 2/3 innings pitched, and struck out 123 batters while walking 36 batters. The New York Yankees manager, Buck Showalter, took notice of Rivera's strong strikeout-to-walk ratio, calling it impressive in any league, and saying, "This guy is going to make it." A minor league scout for the Cincinnati Reds filed a report that season about Rivera that said, "Long arms with slender, strong body. Loose actions will challenge in velocity. Maturity is a question. consistency is a question, consistency will be maintained to improve advance. In 1992, Rivera was promoted to the Class A advanced level Fort Lauderdale Yankees of the Florida State League, but he missed the first third of the season with elbow stiffness. He started 10 games for Fort Lauderdale, compiling a 5.3 win-loss record and a 2.28 ERA while walking only 5 batters in 59 and a third innings pitched. Ultimately, Rivera was sidelined again after suffering damage to the ulnar collateral ligament, UCL, in his right elbow. The injury was attributed to him snapping his wrist during his throwing motion in an attempt to improve the movement of his shoulder. Rivera underwent elbow surgery on August 27, 1992, leading to concerns that he would be out throughout the 1993 season. Contrary to popular belief, the operation was not Tommy John surgery. Rivera's surgeon, Frank Jobe, determined that ligament replacement was not necessary and instead repaired the frayed UCL. Rivera was left unprotected by the Yankees in the MLB's 1992 expansion draft, which filled the rosters for 2 expansion teams, the Florida Marlins and the Colorado Rockies. At one point in the draft, Marlins general manager Dave Dombrowski was planning to select Rivera with his next pick, but after the Rockies chose Yankees Brad Asmus, the Yankees were shielded from losing any more players. Rivera went undrafted. During Rivera's rehabilitation, he played catch with former Yankees pitcher Whitey Ford and Ron Guidry, and faced batting practice from his minor league pitching coach, former pitcher Hoyt Wilhelm. After recuperating, Rivera pitched an abbreviated 1993 season for the rookie-level Yankees, Class A Greensboro, during which he was kept on a limited pitch count. Hornets shortstop Derek Jeter, who would later be Rivera's teammate in the major leagues, tracked his pitch count during games. In 12 starts, Rivera recorded a 2.08 ERA, walking 16 batters in 43 and a third innings pitched. Watching him recover, the Hornets official scorer, Orgy Overman, was not optimistic about Rivera's future, saying, "I thought he was on a one-way trip to nowhere." Rivera began the 1994 season with the Class A advanced level Tampa Yankees of the FSL. In June, he was promoted to the Double-A Albany Colony Yankees of the Eastern League, followed by a promotion to Triple-A level Columbus Clippers in the International League in July. Rivera finished his season with a 10-2 record and a 3.09 ERA overall. But he struggled in Columbus, recording a 5.81 ERA in 6 starts. At the start of the 1995 season, he was ranked 9th best prospect in the Yankees organization by sports magazine Baseball America. By contrast, Rivera's highly touted cousin Ruben was ranked the 2nd best prospect in the entire sport. Mariano's pitching repertoire primarily consisted of fastballs at the time, with a slider and changeup as secondary pitches. He began the 1995 season with Columbus pitching to a 1-1 record and a 1.5 ERA in 4 starts. As far as his major leagues, when he started in the major leagues, 1995 to 2013. After being called up to the major leagues on May 16, 1995, Rivera made his debut for the New York Yankees on May 23rd against the California Angels, starting in place of injured pitcher Jimmy Key. Rivera allowed 5 earned runs in 3 1/3 innings pitched in a 10-0 loss. He struggled through his first 4 major league starts, posting a 10.2 ERA, and as a result, he was demoted to Columbus on June 11th. As of 25 league starts, posting a 10.2 ERA, and as a result, he was demoted to Columbus on June 11th, a 25-year-old rookie, just 3 years removed from major arm surgery. Rivera did not have a guaranteed spot in the Yankee organization, and management considered trading him to the Detroit Tigers for starter David Wells. While recovering from a sore shoulder in the minor leagues, Rivera pitched a no-hit shutout in a rain-shortened 5-inning start on June 26th. Reports from the game indicated that his pitches had reached 95 to 96 miles per hour, 153 to 154 kilometers per hour, about 6 miles an hour faster than his previous average velocity. Rivera attributes an inexplicable improvement to God. Yankees general manager Gene Michael was skeptical of the reports until verifying that Columbus' radar gun was not faulty and that another team's scout had taken the same measurements. Afterwards, he ended any trade negotiations with Rivera. On July 4th, his first start back in the major leagues, Rivera pitched 8 scoreless innings against the Chicago White Sox. Just 2 hits while striking out 11 batters. In 5 subsequent starts, he was unable to match his success from that game. After a brief demotion to just 2 hits while striking out 11 batters. In the 5 subsequent years, he was unable to match his success from that game. After a brief demotion, Columbus, in August, Rivera made one last start in the major leagues in September before he was moved to the Yankees bullpen. Overall, he finished his first major league season with a 5.3 record and a 5.51 ERA in 10 starts and 9 relief outings. His performance in the American League Division Series against the Seattle Mariners, in which he pitched 5 1/3 scoreless innings of relief, convinced Yankees management to keep him and convert him to a relief pitcher the following season. Rivera was nearly traded prior to the 1996 season to address the Yankees' depleted depth at the shortstop position. Owner George Steinbrenner considered an offer to send Rivera to the Mariners in exchange for shortstop Felix Fermin, but Yankees management convinced Steinbrenner to instead entrust the position to rookie Derek Jeter. In 1996, Rivera served primarily as a setup pitcher, typically pitching in the 7th inning and 8th innings of the game before closer John Wetland pitching in the 9th. Their effectiveness as a tandem helped the Yankees win 70 of 73 games that season when leading after 6 innings over a stretch of games between April 19th and May 21st. Rivera pitched 26 consecutive scoreless innings, including 15 consecutive hitless innings. During the streak, he recorded his first career save on May 17th against the Angels. Rivera finished the regular season with a 2.09 ERA and 107 2/3 innings pitched, and set a Yankee single-season record for strikeouts by a reliever. Yankees management decided not to re-sign Wetland in the offseason, opting instead to replace him with Rivera as the team's closer. In April 1997, MLB retired the uniform number 42 league-wide to honor the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking the color line. Although Rivera was among 13 players allowed to keep the number, with reassurance from manager Joe Torre, Rivera settled into the ninth inning role, and he earned his first All-Star selection with 27 saves and a 1.96 ERA at the midseason break. In 1998 to 2001, Rivera spent 2 weeks on the disabled list with a groin strain during opening month of the 1998 season. But following his return, he continued to establish himself as one of Major League's best closers. Moreover, he became the central figure of the Yankees bullpen that supported middle relievers Jeff Nelson and Mike Stanton, contributed to the team's late 1990s dynasty. That year, Rivera made the cutter of one of his primary pitchers, and it quickly became his signature, earning a reputation for breaking hitters' bats with its sharp lateral movement. He saved 36 games in 41 opportunities and had a 1.91 ERA in the regular season. In the 1998 postseason, he pitched 13 1/3 scoreless innings and saved 6 games. In his salary arbitration case during the offseason, Rivera was awarded $4.25 million salary raise from the $750,000 he was previously earning. In his salary, Rivera was selected for the All-Star team for a second time with 23 saves and a 2.29 ERA in the first half of the season. That summer, the Yankee Stadium scoreboard production staff began playing the song "Enter Sandman." Oops, I digress. By heavy metal and band Metallica as Rivera's entrance music. Staff members selected the song after witnessing in the previous year's World Series how enthusiastically San Diego fans reacted to closer Trevor Hoffman entering games accomplished by AC/DC's Hell's Bells. Although Rivera was indifferent to his entrance song and personally listened to Christian music, Enter Sandman soon became as much a part of his closer identity as his cutter. After recording 3 blown saves and a 7.84 ERA in July, he allowed just 1 earned run over his last 30 appearances. He ended the season with a 1.83 ERA and 45 saves and 49 opportunities. His first time leading the major leagues in saves, he received his first American League Rolaids Relief Man Award, which was given annually to the league's best closer based on their statistics. In the 1999 World Series against the Atlanta Braves, Rivera recorded a win with 2 saves, the second of which clinched the Yankees championship title. His 3rd overall for his performance against Atlanta. He received World Series MVP award. Rivera finished 1999 by pitching 43 consecutive scoreless innings in the regular season and postseason combined, and he placed 3rd in voting for the American League Cy Young Award. After the season, he said that he intended to play 4 more seasons before retiring to become a minister, though he backed off those plans the following year. In 2002 and 2005, on May 9, 2002, Rivera recorded his 225th career save, passing Dave Righetti as the Yankees franchise leader in saves. Sorry about that. Add an inch. Over the next few months of the season, injuries limited his playing time. He was first placed on the disabled list on June due to a groin strain. Although his first half numbers, which included a 1.47 ERA and 21 saves, earned him an All-Star selection. In a game on July 14th, Rivera endured one of his worst outings following 6 earned runs, including a walk-off grand slam. 1 week later, he was placed on the disabled list with a shoulder strain. Rivera was activated on August 8th after receiving a cortisone shot, but returned to the disabled list after a reoccurrence of the shoulder tightness. For the seasons, Rivera recorded a 2.74 ERA, 28 saves, and 32 opportunities in just 46 innings pitched. Then we have in 2006 to 2008. Rivera began 2006 with a 3.72 ERA and 2 losses in April, but his numbers improved in subsequent months. On June 6th, he saved his 391st career game, passing Dennis Eckersley for the 4th most saves in Major League history. Rivera was selected to his 3rd consecutive All-Star team with a 1.76 ERA and 19 saves entering the midseason break. He saved the American League's comeback victory in the All-Star game for his 3rd career All-Star save, tying him with Eckersley for most ever. On July 16th, Rivera achieved another milestone by becoming the 4th MLB pitcher to reach 400 saves. In August, he guaranteed a 10-point contract option for 2007 by reaching 114 games finished over 2 years. Although a throwing elbow strain sidelined Rivera for the most of September, he finished the 2006 season with 34 saves and 37 opportunities and an ERA of 1.80, his 4th consecutive season with sub 2.0 ERA. For a 2nd consecutive year, fans voted him the Delivery Man of the Year. Then in 2009 to 2012, in his first appearance of 2009, Rivera surrendered 4 home runs and had a 3.97 ERA, leading to speculation about his cutter's effectiveness and his shoulder's health at age 39. As the season progressed, his numbers improved, and he reached a milestone on June 28th by becoming the 2nd pitcher with 500 regular seasons to saves. In the same game, while batting against fellow closer Francisco Rodriguez, he collected his first career run batted in by walking with the bases loaded. With 23 saves and 24 opportunities and a 2.43 ERA in the season's first half, Rivera was named an All-Star for the 10th time. In 2010, Rivera and 2 of his core 4 teammates, Derek Jeter and Jorge Posada, became the first trio in any of 4 major league sports in North America, the NFL, the NBA, and the NHL, to play together on the same team for 16 consecutive seasons. In May, Rivera blew a save to snap a personal streak of 51 consecutive save opportunities converted at home, tying him with Eric Gagne for the MLB record at the time. Rivera had one of his best halves, compiled a 1.05 ERA, 20 saves in 22 opportunities, and a 0.64 whip before the All-Star break. And in June, he set a personal best streak with 24 consecutive batters retired. He earned an 11th All-Star selection, but withdrew from the game due to lingering oblique and knee injuries. In the second half, he was less effective and struck out batters half as often in September, and compiled 3 blown saves and a 4.76 ERA. Rivera ended 2010 with a 1.80 ERA and a 0.3 WHIP, numbers that were among his career bests. Although his 33 saves and 38 opportunities and a 6.75 strikeouts per 9 innings ratio were below his career averages. In the postseason, he pitched 6 1/3 scoreless innings while saving 3 games. After becoming a free agent in the offseason, he agreed to a 2-year, $30 million contract to remain with the Yankees. In 2013, after successfully rehabilitating his knee in the offseason, the 43-year-old Rivera announced on March 9, 2013 that he would retire after the 2013 season, his 19th in the major leagues. Throughout his final year, Rivera spent time during visits to each ballpark, meeting privately with fans and unsuing team employees to hear their stories and thank them for supporting baseball. He explained, "It was important for me to meet people who make baseball what it is. The people who work in the game every day. They have given me far more than I have given them." Each opposing team returned the favor by honoring Rivera with a gift during his final visit to their city. In Cleveland, the Indians teamed up with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame to present Rivera with a gold record of his entrance song, "Enter Sandman." The Minnesota Twins commissioned a rocking chair made of broken bats, many broken personally by Rivera's cutter, called the Chair of Broken Dreams. The rival Boston Red Sox gave him a painting and several artifacts from Fenway Park. Many teams made donations to the Mariano Rivera Foundation, the pitcher's charitable organization. Corporate sponsors of the Yankees paid tribute as well. Delta Airlines dedicated a Boeing 757 airplane with Rivera's signature and uniform number 42 on the exterior, while Hard Rock Cafe retired "Enter Sandman" from its song system at all locations except for its Yankee Stadium restaurant. Rivera's 10 saves and 10 opportunities in April were his highest total for the opening month of a season. He converted his first 18 save attempts of the season until blowing a save against the Mets on May 28th. It was the first time that he blew a save and lost a game without recording an out. Rivera entered the mid-season break with 30 saves and 32 opportunities and a 1.83 ERA, and he was named an All-Star for the 13th time in his career, second All-Star selections for a pitcher behind Warren Spann's 17. Okay, I see same people still in here. During the All-Star game held at Citi Field in New York, Rivera was called upon to pitch in the 8th inning for his final All-Star appearance as he trotted onto the field. Players from both teams remained near their dugouts and joined fans in giving Rivera a standing ovation as he stood alone on the field. Rivera retired all 3 batters he faced, preserving his 0.00 career ERA in All-Star games. He was named the All-Star Game MVP, making him the first reliever selected to an All-Star team to ever receive the award, as well as the first pitcher since Pedro Martinez in 1999, and the second Yankee ever after Derek Jeter in 2000. He became the first MLB player to be named the MVP of a World Series, League Championship Series, and All-Star Game. Rivera's performance dipped in the second half of the season as he blew 5 save opportunities in the last 2 months, including 3 consecutive chances. On September 22, 2013, a day that Mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg, declared Mariano Rivera Day, the Yankees held a 50-minute pregame tribute to Rivera at Yankee Stadium in a ceremony attended by former teammates, Yankees staff, and members of Jackie Robinson's family. Rivera's uniform number 42 was retired by the team, making him the first active Yankee to receive that honor. Metallica performed Enter Sandman live as he walked onto the field during the festivities. The team presented a video montage and several gifts to Rivera before he addressed the crowd to offer his thanks. 4 days later, against the Tampa Bay Rays, he pitched in the final game of his career before a home crowd at Yankee Stadium, entering in the 8th inning to a pre-recorded introduction by late Yankees public address announcer Bob Shepard. Rivera pitched 1 1/3 innings without allowing a base runner. In the 9th inning, after retiring Yunel Escobar on a pop fly for the second out, Rivera was removed from the game with permission from the umpires. Yankees manager Joe Girardi ceremonially delegated the substitute duty to Rivera's longtime teammates Andy Pettis and Derek Jeter. After they reached the mound to make the pitching change, the normally reserved Rivera tearfully embraced his teammates for nearly a minute, walking off the field to a standing ovation from the players, and saluted the crowd, and then took a curtain call. After the game, he visited the mound for a final time and grabbed a handful of dirt as a memento. Rivera finished his final season with a 2.11 ERA, a 1.05 WHIP, and 44 saves in 51 opportunities, earning him the American League Comeback Player of the Year among several awards. During the World Series, he was honored as the 13th recipient of the Commissioner's Historic Achievement Award for his accomplished career and being a great ambassador for the game. As far as his personality, Rivera exhibited a reserved demeanor on the field, and that contrasted with the emotional, demonstrative temperament of many of his peers. Hall of Fame closer Goose Gossage said that Rivera's composure under stress gave him the appearance of having ice water in his veins. Commenting on his ability to remain focused in pressure situations, Rivera said, "When you start thinking, a lot of things will happen. If you don't control your emotions will control your acts, and that's not good." His ability to compartmentalize his success and failures impressed fellow reliever Jabba Chamberlain, who said, "He's won and lost some of the biggest games in the history of baseball, and he's no worse for the wear when he gives up a home run." Rivera explained the need to quickly forget bad performances, saying, "The game you're going to play tomorrow is not going to be the same game that you just played." Derek Jeter called him the most mentally tough teammate with whom he ever played. During his playing career, Rivera was regarded as a team leader with the Yankee organization, often mentoring younger pitchers and counseling teammates. He had a team first mindset and deferred his most discussions about individual accolades to team goals and his teammates, praising them for making his presence in the game possible. When asked to describe it, Rivera once put it simply, "I get the ball, I throw the ball, and I take a shower." As far as his personal life, Rivera and his wife Clara have known each other since elementary school, and they were married on November 9, 1991. They have 3 sons, Mariano III, Japhet, and Jaziel. The family lived in Panama until 2000 when they relocated to Westchester County, New York. In 2006, the Riveras purchased a 13,000 square foot home in Rye, New York for $5.7 million. They listed it for sale at $3.995 million in 2020 and plan to move to a newly built house in White Plains. The couple also sold a lakefront home in Tampa, Florida for $3.2 million in December of 2019. Mariano III pitched for Iona College in New Rochelle, not far from his home. He was drafted by the Yankees with the 872nd pick in the 2014 MLB draft, but decided to return to Iona for his junior year. In the following year's draft, Mariano III was selected by the Washington Nationals in the 4th round with the 134th overall pick. Over the course of his professional career, Rivera learned English beginning in 1991 with the Greensboro Hornets, when he realized none of his teammates spoke his native English. He is now a proponent of Latino players learning English and of American press members learning Spanish to bridge the cultural gap. He encouraged immigrants to the United States to make learning English their top priority. Rivera became a naturalized citizen of the United States in October of 2015 and was recognized as an outstanding American by choice during the ceremony. In February 2019, a Panamanian woman accused Rivera of failing to financially support her 2 children, a boy and a girl, then age 11 and 15, that Rivera had allegedly fathered out of wedlock. 5 lawsuits were filed in his native country, demanding child support that he allegedly stopped paying for 2 years earlier. He called the demands unfounded. As far as his business interests and endorsements, Rivera was an investor in 2 New York area restaurants, Clubhouse Grill, which opened in New Rochelle in 2006 as Moe's New York Grill, and Chiro's, which opened in Manhattan in 2012. A 2011 list by the marketing firm Nielsen ranked him as the 2nd most marketable player in baseball behind only Derek Jeter. The list accounted for personal attributes such as sincerity, approachability, experience, and influence. Based on sales from Majestic Athletic, Rivera had the 18th best-selling MLB jersey in 2011 and the top-selling jersey on the second half of 2013. He earned approximately $169.6 million in salary during his baseball career, 10% of which he donated to his foundation. After baseball, Rivera joined the Washington Speakers Bureau in July 2019 as a paid speaker. Rivera is a founder and part owner of Chemi Cherry Cafe, a coffee company focused on Central American coffee, especially Panamanian beans. As far as politics, Rivera is a supporter of Israel as a Jewish state. In 2013, the New York Board of Rabbis named him their Man of the Year. The organization helped facilitate trips to Israel in 2015 and 18, which Rivera participated. The latter trip included a visit to Mishavelan, an Israel Defense Forces base that was arranged by the Friends of Israel Defense Forces. Rivera attended the Christians United for Israel conference in 2019. As far as his post-baseball honors, in March of 2014, Rivera was twice recognized for his philanthropic efforts, received the Robbie Humanitarian Award from Jackie Robinson Foundation, as well as the Jefferson Award for Public Service. In 2016, Rivera was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame on January the 22nd, 2019. In his first year of eligibility, he became the first player in history to be elected unanimously by the BBWAA, appearing on all 425 ballots. The previous record for election percentage was held by Ken Griffey Jr., who received 99.3% of the votes in 2016. Rivera was the second Panamanian player to be elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame after Rod Carew, and the 8th relief pitcher. He was officially inducted in the Hall on July 21, 2019 in Cooperstown, New York. The ceremony was attended by 55,000 people, the second largest crowd for a Hall of Fame induction. Among those in attendance were Panamanian President Lauriento Cortizo and Rivera's former teammates, including Bernie Williams, who performed the Star-Spangled Banner, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" on guitar. Rivera's speech concluded the ceremony and lasted nearly 25 minutes, 4 of which he spoke in English. So there you have it, Mariano Rivera's Hall of Fame biography. Now let's go over his Hall of Fame stats for his entry into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Of course, he was a relief pitcher. He was born November 29, 1969, is currently 54 years old. From Panama City, Panama. He batted right, threw right. His MLB debut was May 23, 1995 for the New York Yankees. His last MLB appearance was September 26, 2013 for the New York Yankees. His MLB statistics: 82 wins, 60 losses, earned run average 2.21, strikeouts 1,173, saves 652, and his whip was a 1.00. Of course, the team he played for his whole career was the New York Yankees, 1995 to 2013. Career highlights and awards: 13 All-Star games, 1997, 99 through 2002, 2004 to 2006, 2008 to 11, and 2013. 5-time World Series champion, 1996, 98 to 2000, and 2009. World Series MVP, 1999. ALCS MVP 2003, 5 times AL Rolaids Relief Man Award 99, 2001, 2004 and 5, and 2009, 3 times Delivery Man of the Year 2005 and 6 and 9, American League Comeback Player of the Year 2013, 3 times MLB Saves Leader 1999, 2001, 2004, MLB record 652 career saves, New York Yankees number 42 retired, and Monument Park honoree. He's a member of the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2019 with 100% of first ballot votes. So there you have it, Mariano Rivera's baseball biography. Hopefully you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed sharing that with you. Mariano Rivera. Let's put that off to the side here. I don't have a lot of cards, but I figured through some of these M's here I'd go through and fit the ones in the binders that I can, so I've done that. So of course we did Tim Raines already. We did Jim Rice's already. But now here we are today with Mariano Rivera. Okay, so here we are with Mariano Rivera. Let me shrink this back down a little bit here so you can see the bottom corner of the cards here. Okay, there we go. I think that's, you got most of it there. Some of them do kind of bleed through here, but that's okay. It kind of gives it the effect of having more cards. So again, different Mariano Rivera cards. Through the years, a couple pages only here, so it won't be that labor intensive. Okay, got 5 cards on this page, but it leaves me space because I know I have more Mariano Rivera cards, so I can put them in and add them in at a later date. And these 4 here, Masters of the Game. And then the next one we'll have in here is Phil Rizzuto, coming up in, I believe it's later this week. Phil Rizzuto. So that's Mariano Rivera's card there. Cards. A few cards that I've got in his collection. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me see, I'm pretty sure we got at least our 5 thummies up. I'm sure hoping. And the winner is what do we got? 314. That doesn't matter either way. Yeah, we got 7. We made it. If we finish the first pack, then we have 10 thumbs up. We'll open up another one. How's that sound? But we go here. We've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 packs. So, Titus, are you still here? If you're here, give me a number between 1 through 11 so we know which pack to open. 1 through 11. Titus here still, or did he take off? Okay. Let me refresh the chat real quick. Alright. Somebody in the chat here. 1 through 11. 1 through 11. Give me a number 1 through 11 so we know which pack to open. Whoever's first in the chat, that's who I'll take. Tumbleweed says 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, we're going to do this 2020 Bowman. For starters, from a mega box. 5 exclusive chrome cards. I don't know. I think we'll have 5 cards in here or maybe more. Let's see what Blake sent us in this one. Let's see what Blake sent us in this one. Ooh, we got Edgar Martinez in here for sure. Got it, Edgar Martinez. Alright, who do we got? Oh, we got a Griffey Gypsy Queen. We got a oh, that's a nice variation one. Ken Griffey, and it's a reverse negative. Reverse negative Ken Griffey Jr. Then we've got an Ichiro. Got an Ichiro, another Ichiro, another Ichiro. Congratulations, you have received a Topps Certified Prime Performers autograph card of Luis Castillo. Oh, wow. Ooh, 5 out of 300. That is a cool card there. Very, very cool card. Luis Castillo. He is a Seattle Mariner now, I think. I think we still have Castillo, don't we? Yeah. But he is a Cincinnati Red there. Pretty cool. I like that. Thank you there, Blake. Appreciate it. Then who do we got? Oh, we got a Cal Ripken Jr. here. Mr. Blue Eyes. Another Cal Ripken Jr. Looks like he's autographing a fan's jersey there. And then we got a Randy Johnson and an Edgar Martinez. So, boom. Pretty cool. Pretty cool card. Let me just do one last check. Probably still have 7. Any more thumbs up? Do we make 10? Probably not. 7. Okay. So we'll put the Let Mine box back. We've got 10 packs left for the rest of the box. 1 pack or 2 packs, depending on how many people in the live stream. Alright. So we got some Cal Ripken Juniors here. Some Ken Griffey Juniors. Okay. Got a Randy Johnson. I think we got 3 Ichiros. Luis Castillo autograph. And tomorrow we'll be done Eparixi. Eparixi will be our Hall of Famer for tomorrow. So, let me go ahead and finish up here. Get ready to do my 2-minute warning here. We got 3:20. Let me put it in here. There we go. Go ahead and start your 2-minute warning. You get 2 entries if you're here at the end of the stream until 3:22. Until 3:22. All you gotta do is say here, present, thumbs up, see you tomorrow, something like that. And then let me end the 2-minute warning. Just less than 2 minutes here. Tumbleweed says they're here. So that's 2 for Tumbleweed. I'll update it and see if we made it to, probably not, but maybe by the end of the week we'll make it up to the 300 entries. We got 321. As soon as my computer shows up here at 3:22, that'll end the 2-minute warning. So far we got Tumbleweed in here. Does show there's 4 viewers, so should be at least 2 other people in here if they want to chat. But they probably don't want to chat. They're probably just viewing from YouTube world. Alright. And that ends it. 2:22. You're in there, Tumbleweed, so I got you. I'll get your entries logged in, and we'll be good to go till tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we'll be having episode 252, Eparixi. Alright, so until then, you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And as always, be blessed. This has been Don Blom, Hall of Fame Biography, episode 251, Mariano Rivera, Baseball Trivia, ×2, and Left Behind × Repack Box Packs. 1 pack. We opened it. Had a lot of sweetness. So until tomorrow, we'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for episode 252. And as always, be blessed. We'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.